Global Warriors, CK here. I just learned one of the most powerful methods that I've experienced. As you know, I'm a student of life, personal development, professional development. I'm always looking for different methods, processes, as a way to help me be the best version of myself. So one of the frameworks that I teach is performance equals flow minus interference. The interference aspect of it, to me, is the biggest opportunity for all of us to improve our performance. So the question then is, what are some of the methods that will allow us to discover and resolve of our interferences? So I try almost everything under the sun. When I first started, it was through Socratic inquiry. Really use my intellect as a way to inquire, why do certain things happen? Hey Todd, if you can hear me, please make a comment. Good seeing you. So when I started, it was about intellectualizing things. I learned this from landmark education. Right? So they would draw two circles. Here's your reality. Here are your stories. And they would try to distinguish the what's reality and what's my stories, and then they would use this intellectualization as a way to uncollapse the two together. So that's useful in some ways because that brings forth awareness to this fantasy that my mind made up, these stories that my mind made up that will have me look at reality in a particular way. However, it's useful when I'm meditative, when I'm calm, when I'm in a controlled environment. But in the moment, when certain triggering events happen, then it becomes a lot of effort for me to maintain in my state of equanimity, right? I use my mantra or use certain quotes as a way to really put a lot of effort to maintain equanimity when triggering events happen. If you can relate to this, please make a comment. So that way I know this is not just me, right? I know it's not just me, but I want to know that you are actually getting what I'm saying. So I started to try different methodologies, things like Neurolinguistic programming, NLP. So the way I will categorize NLP is they will have you focus on a particular emotional state, and then they will use another emotional state that's more powerful, more positive, as a way to overcome the negative emotional state, right? So in other words, if this triggering events happen, I'm at a negative, let's say 7, and a positive 10, negative 10 type of scenario, negative 7, and I would use some kind of emotional anchor that's greater than negative 7 to bring me back to neutral or greater. That's the way I would characterize Neurolinguistic programming in NLP. So to me, that's in a variance of suppression, trying to suppress this or try to use some other part of me energy-wise as a way to overcome this difficult situation that I'm in. Then I came across plant medicine, which is a very, very powerful methodology tool as a way to really help me experience emotional states that I either have forgotten or suppressed, and allow me to actually deal with childhood traumas or past traumas, and as a way to transcend it, to have it disappear. This particular method that I'm about to share with you is the most accelerated method that I've come across to move from state to state much, much quicker. In other words, yeah, I'll explain how this works. So imagine yourself as a diamond. There's multiple facets of you. What this method does is allows you to not just intellectualize why this particular facet show up, this unwanted state show up, and try to understand why it is and talk about it and relive it as a way to transcend it, right? But actually ask the question, hey, aspect, what is it that you want me to know? What is it that you want from me? And to actually quickly follow the goal chain as a way to really experience what this aspect of you want, and continue to ask that question until you fully experience who you are as infinite potential. Now, I know that for some of you, it may be a little esoteric or woo-woo the way that we speak right now. All I know is, as a scientist, I used to care a lot about scientific evidence. These days, as a practitioner, as a coach, what I care about is outcome. What I know is that this method works. It worked for me, it worked for us. Clients, they're able to quickly, within just half an hour, disappear the thing that's been troubling them for weeks, months, sometimes years, even decades. This is powerful, powerful method. So for those of you that are curious, that want to experience this for yourself, message me. I'm happy to do a session with you as a way to have you experience this, because this is so powerful. I wanted to share it with more people. All right? So I hope this is useful. Let me know if there's a particular challenge that you have, a negative state, an unwanted state of some kind of criticism that's in your head that you want to disappear. Message me. I can help you. All right? Have a beautiful rest of the day. Take care.